Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new, make sure that you subscribe. That way you will never miss out on another pick a card reading again. Um, so today I'm going to get into your July reading. We're already heading into July. It came really fast. I feel like this year is going by really fast, but we always find ourselves saying that, right? So what I'm going to have you do is pick a pile number or a painting. So these are hand painted by my partner and I, and you can actually get these on my shop. They will be available very, very soon. And I'm very, very excited. So you're going to pick the Om, or you're going to pick the green and gold Hamsa, or you're going to pick the blue and black Hamsa. So go ahead and see which one you're drawn to. And let's get into your July reading. For everybody that picked pile number 1 or the Om, this is interesting because I feel like July is going to be a month where it's going to be a little calmer waters, more peaceful, a little bit more tranquil energy, something you really needed, like a fresh breath of air. I'm looking outside my window right now, and like there's this such a beautiful breeze on the trees. That rhymed. But like it's just really calming and soothing and beautiful just to feel something in nature, like through nature. That's what I see for you in July, like right off the bat without even looking at the cards. I have not seen them, I've already shuffled them. But let's go ahead and get into it. Yes, greenery. I see a lot of greenery for you, and this is the courage card. And I see like you're finally sprouting into who you want to be. Um, when a seed sprouts, if you garden, like if you plant or do gardening or anything like that, you see that like the seeds underneath the dirt have to crack open, right? And then you don't see that though. And when they crack open, that's how they come out of the dirt, and then you see them and then they bloom and all of that. But we don't see what happens when it has to go through that process of cracking open. And that's kind of like us. Sometimes like we don't see that we are being cracked open, but like why is it? Because we're blooming into something beautiful. We're blooming into something probably that we didn't even imagine or think of. Okay? Next card that comes up here is the Creator. Taking leadership of your life, like taking control. I feel like in July also, with this like really tranquil energy, you're able to just sit still and understand what it is that you really, really want. And you're gonna go after it and you're gonna get it. There's like, there's also a message of your spirituality changing a little bit. Maybe I feel like you're going to come across something that's going to fascinate you and you're going to want to study it. You know, that I don't want to say then your spirituality changing, because you're just going to find really fascinating things in your spirituality in July. And you're going to study it and you're going to learn a lot of things when it comes to, look at how the cards look so beautiful. Oh, um, just then I just saw, or I just got this feeling in my pit of my stomach, a really good feeling, like the feeling like right before a vacation, you get that feeling like you're excited. And that's exactly what I felt right there. That's exactly what I felt. This feeling where I'm just excited. And that's the solar plexus chakra. This chakra is going to be pretty awake next month for you in July. And what that means is there's going to be a lot more confidence and happiness and giggling and laughter and joyous moments. Like, look forward to those things, because I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy yourself a lot more than you have been lately. Next card is reconciliation. Ooh, okay. So it says someone from your past is returning to your life. Now, I want you to remember that important to practice forgiveness here. There you go, you can see. And just be understanding. You don't necessarily have to maintain a relationship. Sorry, I had to. I have allergies. You don't necessarily have to like keep a relationship with these people, but just, forgiveness is something, understanding is something, um, how we would understand some other people or another people's story, then just kind of just try to understand people in our own life too, as much as we can, you know? So that's another message for July. Just be understanding of something. Surrender to joy. That's so funny. Her dress matches my nails, or that image matches my nails. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So in July, have more fun. Like I said, like go towards more of those things that make you laugh and joyousness. Is if that's not a word. But you know what I'm saying? Just let your inner child like come out. Let your inner child soar. And just play. And watch how your roads open. And the last card that comes up for you guys is Vast Vistas. Look at your color palette. That is really, really pretty. I feel like this is how your July is going to look. Like this is how you're going to come across to people. Just beautiful, like full of color, full of beauty, full of different symbolism, everything. You're having really good energy next month, I feel. But this is like a mixture of all the colors in one, actually, if you look. Do you guys see that? It's a mixture of all those colors in this card. How to end your reading. Wow. Expand your horizons. So get out of your comfort zone. Come out of your comfort zone. Do something. And I want you to come back to this reading and I want you to tell me what it is that you did, but do something out of your comfort zone. And if you guys want, like I could do like a story time of like something I did that's out of my comfort zone, or I'll come back and I'll tell you guys what I did. And maybe what would I even do? I would probably try like a food that I never tried before. That's like really exciting to me. But also it is out of my comfort zone. So what is it for you? Let me know down below, okay? And that is your reading. If you want to book a reading with me, I should have some new readings available on my Etsy shop. Go ahead, browse around, and I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Happy July. Bye. Pile number 2, everybody that picked the golden and green humps a hand. There's an energy of money coming in July that I see because I specifically painted this for protection of money. And so the fact that you were drawn to it and you picked it, it's also like you looking to take care of your finances in some sort of way. Like either you're getting a loan or your loan application goes through, or it's like some sort of maybe inheritance or like some sort of money coming in, a raise, a promotion. So watch out for things like that in July because you're going to have a lot of luck with money. And again, if you guys are interested in this is really beautiful. Hand painted by my partner and I. And so you can get it on my shop. But let's get into your reading. Okay. One card that comes up is fighting, and this is actually upside down. Now, what that is telling me that it's upside down is there is like some relationship or something, some situation in your life that is going to be where you kept going into defense mode, or you kept like reacting, you kept like allowing somebody to get under your skin. You're July is something different. You kind of back off a little bit. And I see it's you that backs off. You back off and you're like, I don't need to be reacting like this to you. And then I don't even need to defend myself. I don't even I'm just gonna go on about my business. And the same energy I would use in fighting you or fighting your energy, I'm gonna use on myself on something. Okay, so like something like that. And I feel like a lot of you guys are focusing on money. This next card that comes up is unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So yeah, like there's some sort of relationship. Now this could be with you and your partner, your boss, you and your mom, your dad, your sibling, your brother, your sister. Like it could be with anybody, but there's a relationship in July that kind of just distances itself from each other, and you're kind of just gonna naturally fall not apart, but just naturally fall, like there's gonna just naturally be distance there. You're probably gonna get busy with something else, they're gonna get busy with something else, kind of something like that. Um and it's, but I do see you're gonna keep in touch once in a while, but after, like, after this month is over, it's kind of like the phase of that relationship was over, whatever that was. It could have even been a mentor or a teacher or a guide. I also see a lot of you guys like watching, like consuming something, and then after a while, you're just kind of like, this isn't, like, it just doesn't serve me anymore, and I just wanted space from this, and I want to distance myself from this, you know? The next card that comes up is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there's really genuine relationships that are going to be very prevalent in your July, but it's like you try to run away from them. I don't want you to run away from them. Some of these things that are going to be going on, I want you to be as open as you can with it and get to know the situation, get to know what's really going on, get to know everybody's opinion. It doesn't mean you have to obey or submit to it or agree with it. It just means getting to know it and listening to it. The next card that comes up for you is surrender the habit of people pleasing. Speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. July is not the month for you that you're going to be focusing on other people. It's not a month where you're going to be listening to everybody else. I see you paying a lot more attention to yourself aesthetically. Your beauty and like what you wear and how you present yourself and your hair and your skin, your all that stuff. I see you paying a lot more attention to it. I see a lot of you guys are kind of like old souls and you find more antique things, very like aesthetic. I see a lot of you guys getting into like old school Victorian makeup or old school Victorian, like collecting something, or coming across like a antique store and finding something like really, really old. And I really see you getting into something really old, and I see it like very like Victorian, Roman, Greek, something like that, like fascinating. And I feel like you're gonna feel what I'm feeling. It's fascinating, and you're just going to love it. And I feel like you're gonna want to please that side of yourself. You're gonna find it. You're gonna find this thing in July, okay? It's gonna be like a totem or a charm or something. Watch, okay? And it's gonna be like very old. And you're gonna start to want to please the energy that you feel when you come across this thing. You're gonna want to polish it and like clean it, maybe DIY it, however what you're gonna do with it, but you're gonna want to please that item, that charm. Your focus is gonna kind of come away from trying to please other people. Watch, you guys, and come back and tell me what it was, okay? Listen to your silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. Don't always go into fighting mode. That's why the fighting card is also upside down. So in July, remember, just don't always go into fighting mode. Take your time. Go have a little vacation. Go have a bath. Go have a nice glass of wine, cup of tea before you come back to a heated discussion or argument. Take your time. And that's totally okay to gather your thoughts and then come back to something. Because that's how you get to really know each other, right? That's how you get to stop just succumbing into anything, and you get to just really know what the other person wants, and the other person can know what you want, where there's no fighting, right? That's why it's upside down. So if you guys want this Hamsa, I feel like there's also the energy of protection in the home of fighting. The green is the heart chakra too. So not only for money, I do have the money symbols all across, but I do feel like there's some sort of energy here about protection in the home of the heart chakra. So, yeah. I have 3 more cards. The first one from this deck is Rejuvenating Rain. Clear the past and heal the present. Don't bring your past into your current. I know it's really, really hard, but try not to think about your current experiences with what you've already experienced. And I know it is you base things you go through, and then you look at it and then you think of what you've been through in the past, or you compare it, things like that. But you're being called just to cleanse those waters, and what you're doing right now, what you are experiencing, think of it as a brand new story, brand new chapter, and get excited for it. Cleanse, I feel like I want you to work with water energy, okay? In July, water energy, beaches, lakes, creeks, swimming pools, baths, showers. Transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. Yeah, fire and water. I feel like your spirit is going to come alive again in July. I can see how you balance it too. And the last card is Voyage of the Heart. Love flows through you and to you. You're doing a lot more things with love. And pay attention to that. You're going to be doing a lot more things where you don't want anything in return, actually. You're just going to kind of be very giving in July, and you're going to have fun with it. If you guys are bakers or painters or very creative with something, or you know how to do landscaping or whatever it is, plumbing, whatever, and you can offer your services for free to somebody, I feel like you're just very giving of your services, of what you're good at in July. And through that is going to come some sort of opportunity. All right? I'll talk to you very soon. Bye. Pile number 3, everybody that picked this painting right here, this is the Protection Hamsa hand to remove evil eye, send back negative energy to the people who send it to you. Whether it be knowing or unknowing, it just kind of sends back the energy where it came from if it's not serving you. So it's a beautiful symbol. If you guys want this painting, this is actually hand painted by my partner and I, so you can get it on our Etsy shop. But with that being said, I want to see, what is it here in July that you're sending back? There's something, I feel like that's an energy I'm getting, you're blocking yourself from something, but it's something that you should be blocking yourself from. I have not seen the cards yet. Patience. Interesting. A lot of you guys might be moms, and you're kind of trying to block negativity and gossip and drama in your relationship with your children. I see that for a lot of you in July. Healing your relationship with your children, kids, or even if you are somebody whose mom or dad is still in your life, it's healing your relationship with them, having patience with them, understanding them in July. It's sending back evil eye that people might have sent in between this relationship too. So sending that back. Turning in. If you look at this card, do you see her? She is going to listen to herself. The entire month of July, I see a lot of people are going to be coming to you with advice and their thoughts and opinions on something. I want you to, of course, you can like listen to everybody else and, take their opinions and thoughts and advice into consideration, but at the end of the day, it should be and will only be your decision. And like, it's only up to you what you do, what you choose to do. With patience and removing evil eye of other people. Look at the color. Look at the color scheme. Dude, look at that. I'm sorry. So I know I am so used to saying that like growing up, like dude. I know like a lot of people might not like it. I'm so sorry, but like I'm so used to it and I'm trying to work on like not saying certain things, that you know what I'm saying. Turning in. There was a reason that we went off topic like that. There's like something in July also where you're coming to realization of adjusting to new ways of being, new ways of talking. And these ways are actually, I feel like, ways that you feel most comfortable in, but you were afraid to let yourself do it. So you're going to be really shutting out a lot of people's voices in the month of July. And then we have here past life relationship. You have known each other before. So there's some sort of relationship in your life that is very passionate, and I feel like it's like a friendship, or like even if it's a love relationship, romantic relationship, it's like something that is very familiar. It feels so familiar and so right. Even though you have your ups and downs, even in the moments of the downs, like this relationship feels really, really right. And I want you to, in the month of July, explore this a little bit more. Ask more questions, more communication, observe this relationship more, and see where you want to go from there. I see the color green, so wear a little bit more green whenever you are near this other person, because it will spark something. So in the month of July, remember, wear a little bit more green to spark something. Then we have here, surrender to your intuition. And it says, tune into your inner voice. Be aware. See? Listen to yourself. Look at that, you guys. You have to see this. And you get the eye and the eye. Interesting. So this card right here, she is shutting out all of those voices. And this one is actually telling you to do exactly what she's doing, is to surrender to your own intuition. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. You're going to have a lot of those in the month of July, so keep an eye out for that. The next card that comes up for you is surrender, denial. Look at your color scheme. Like, I am not even kidding. Look at this. Blue, gold, gold, blue, eye, like she's tuning in the eye. Oh my God, you guys. Don't be surprised if you get pregnant in July. Some of you see some pregnancy there. You're going to contemplate what you want to do after you find out of the pregnancy. So keep that in mind. But surrender, denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. And then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. So keep that in mind too. Don't like blindly go into anything legally, contractually, like something like signing paperwork, or going into something like that. Don't just blindly go into it. Make sure you know the facts. Consult a lawyer if you need to. Like legally do something where you know what you're doing. And like if something is on hold legally, make sure you know what the rules are, what the restrictions are, why there is a hold, why there is stagnation. Like get your facts straight, like legally, for the month of July. Okay? And then the last two cards here is, well, the first one is watching clouds. Lie back, rest, and relax. Don't burn yourself out in July. I feel like there's going to be a lot going on anyways. So just make sure you rest, relax, do some camping, go near lakes, set up a hammock, sleep outside, like spend time outdoors and outside as much as you can in July. Enjoy that month. As I said that, the sun started beaming into my room, and there's two little bubbles on the wall, like, and they're filled with rainbow colors. Like, there's a lot of joy in July for you to experience. Make sure that you allow yourself to experience these things. Don't, like, overwork yourself or, like, be in a bad mood when something good comes along to enjoy, okay? And the last card that comes up is Breaking Trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Something's going to happen in July where you're going to come across a reward for all the hard work that you've put into something, whether this be a hobby, a craft, your business, your work, your relationship, or even some of you, pregnancy, like you're going to give birth in July. Something like hard work that you put in and you took care of and you nourished and nurtured is going to come to fruition. And it's like a reward. And I feel like I'm very excited. Come back and tell me what it is, because I feel like it's for different people. It's different things. But July looks like there's a huge reward coming for those of you that picked this pile. All right, again, if you guys are interested in this painting, to bring that reward a little bit closer to you, maybe, head over to my Etsy shop, browse around, shop around. If you want to book a reading with me, it's also available on my Etsy shop. But July, I see like love and everything. Roads are opening, and there's some kind of synchronicity of the eyes. Pay close attention to the eyes. Take care of your eyes. Make sure you observe things, read things more carefully before you sign them. Look at your own self before you start looking at other people's opinions. Lots of messages here. But I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Happy July. Bye.